when the nation is bleeding, you can't expect a polite meeting with the head of state. We need to let him know. And his reply is that the nation is not bleeding. We told him our economy is not helping our poor people. He told us the economy is doing fine. Practically speaking, he told us quite clearly that he did not agree with us. Again, I said, we're not surprised. We didn't expect him to agree with us. Mr. President came very clearly in that statement that he made. In politics, all is fair. Is that true?
All is fair in politics. And it's equal opportunity.
If that is what politics is, that in politics everything can be done, provided you win election.
Well, clearly that's not correct.
And that is what we are worried about. We are worried about the fact that we see clearly that our government is bent on winning by all means. And unfortunately, they have a lot of means at their disposal to win. And they are deploying all those means in a way that eventually, even if we had a free and fair election, the votes of the people may not count.
But
we gave two warnings.
Right.
We gave two warnings. The one you mentioned. I'm trying to remember now. But the second one is that if we do not rearrange our election system to make sure that elections are really free, fair, and credible, it can lead to difficulties.
Right. I mean, you talked about the dominance of a one-party state.
Okay, yes.
And then
we want that the country doesn't gain anything by one-party state in a so-called democracy. There's nothing. Of course, we are not expecting Mr. President to help the opposition to defeat him. No. But the point we are raising is that even though the president has all the powers of incumbency, he is in the election. He is a candidate like any other. He is a candidate like any other. And that is why we call our electoral commission independent. Now, there are doubts in some quarters about how independent this electoral commission
But he talked about the electoral commission.
He said so.
He said it was independent.
He said so. But like we also said, words are not enough.
Exactly. Words are not enough.
I was not surprised that he was not looking very happy. Not even his colleagues who were there. We knew that this is different from the kind of statements that our president keeps receiving from all kinds of people. And that is one of the things that worries us, that there are so many people hanging around Mr. President, giving him a rosy picture of what the country is, which it is not. And we felt that we have no duty to do that. Indeed, we have the obligation to help him to appreciate the reality of the situation in which we find ourselves. And that is the reality that we painted, which I know is not the kind of thing that he wanted to hear. And the reply shows very clear.
I'm concerned that your cross is going over your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. And you can see his reply. We left that hall, both sides, knowing that, we said what we had to say. He said what he had to say.
So was it a frosty meeting? Would you describe it as fairly frosty? Because, I mean, many Nigerians have become accustomed to polite meetings between religious leaders and political leaders.
When the nation is bleeding, you can't expect a polite meeting with the head of state. We need to let him know. And his reply is that the nation is not bleeding. We told him our economy is not helping our poor people. He told us the economy is doing fine. Practically speaking, he told us quite clearly that he did not agree with us. Again, I said, we're not surprised. We didn't expect him to agree with us. We have done our duty. We have delivered our message. And we have a feeling that somehow along the line, somebody will show him.
You see, this is why many people said that the Catholic Church, right, they are well respected across the globe, in Nigeria and all of that, because they are not asked leakers. They will tell you to your face where it is. Not some people that they will just give them a buy envelope and then case closed. Now let's dive into the issue now. Into two. You see, this particular thing, is Nigeria bleeding? Oh yes, Nigeria is bleeding. Oh. Nigeria is bleeding. Economically, we are bleeding. We are bleeding economically. We are bleeding economically. We are bleeding insecurity wise. Now, Danny Bwala have responded. Danny Bwala has responded, yes. And he said, which also aligned with what the bishop is saying, that they are not feeding Tinubu with the right information. But wait a minute. Tinubu is not deaf. He dey watch TV now, he dey watch news. Okay, let's assume that he watches only TVC. But anyway, let's not go further. Let's leave it the way it is. Alright, he said that Cardinal Onyeka wasn't speaking for Christians. He was speaking for Catholics. You look at the way that Danny Bwala twisted everything you just watch. Oh, what you watched for the last 5 minutes, look at the way he twisted it to. That the very institution rooting for Peter Obi, that in fact likely the institution where Peter Obi also said in 2022, take back your country. He is trying to paint a religious war. He is calling for problem now. Therefore, Cardinal is more political than spiritual, and not all Catholic members are supporting Peter Obi. The president, but was well within his right to disagree with their assertion as regards Nigerian economy based purely on fact, statistic, and numbers put into context. Let me pause here a bit. Was it not World Cup? IMF as a World Cup now. Was it not? God, I beg. Was it not World Bank, IMF, that told us that Nigerians will be suffering, high level of poverty, constantly 27? Was it the one that told us that the level of people living in abject poverty right now has skyrocketed? Was not IMF that is telling us that yes, the indication of the reform may be, it may be glaring, may be working, but if you check deeply, that is, people are really suffering. So which of the statistics are they talking about? Now he went further to say, ironically, the same priest would rebuke their members if their members said, we are suffering or we are poor. They would tell them to rather say, we are doing great or we are rich, even when they are suffering or poor. Right, God. No wonder Danny Bwala said that your brain stopped working the moment you put into APC. So he is right. His brain actually stopped working the moment he walked into APC. Remember, that is the reason why I see people be saying that these people stop talking, let Tinubu talk to us, because Danny Bwala that went to Ajizera and denied everything he ever said. Is he the one that what he's saying today? Tomorrow, let's assume that Peter Obi wins the election or Atiku wins the election and decided to work with Danny Bwala and bring Danny Bwala in, of which it will cause a lot of problems. Now he brings him in. Danny Bwala will deny everything he has ever said within the last 3 years. He will deny it. He will put his hand inside fire. In fact, he will jump into volcano eruption. He will jump into it and said he has never. He will bath with fire that he has never said those things before. That is the kind of person Danny Bwala is. He went further to say, there is a body comprising all Christians, including the Catholic and Catholic bishop conferences, and that body's position is neutral and should be also otherwise it is political. Now all of us know, we know how can they change mouth. Pentecostals, whatever, they bend mouth here, bang mouth here. Now then go say no genocide. Now then go say genocide day. Now then go say this one. You see, the people that are closer to the people are the pastors, the imams, the traditional rulers, These are the people, local government chairman, and also by extension, House of Rep member who have decided to live in Abuja and abandon their constituency, and House of Assembly members. These are the people that are closer to the roots, closer to the people. They see day-to-day life living of Nigerians, Nigerians, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. They see them day to day, especially pastors and imam. They see them every day. They come to church, they cry, they beg. Today I was coming back I went for training, and I was coming back, and there was a church. If I mention the name, you know the church. A very big, mighty, very mighty church, right? And then they were connecting to their headquarters for 1st of August prayer meeting, and they were praying, and one prayer point caught my attention. And then I was talking to somebody, the person I was working with, I said, see, you see this prayer point, God don't answer them. God don't be here, because this prayer point now no concern God. Now your government will answer them. Now your government will answer this prayer point. You dey complain about lights. Now God will come up for heaven, come here, come give you lights. So now we talk about security. The Bible said, no matter how big your security, now God then they guide you. Now God they guide you. Now God they guide. But that does not mean you should be stupid. The children of Israel that had covenant with God, you when you get covenant, they don't even mention the name of your country for inside Bible. Now them get Iron Dome, now them get missile, now them get all manner. They anything terror for their states. Now then they go war, go kill people, go destroy, go do all manner. But you sit down here, you go need that, they pray to God to come and fight physical battle that you suppose use your hand and your leg to fight, and you think God will answer you. It's just like going to your restroom, your bathroom, or wherever to ease yourself, and after which you close it, then you come and sit down in your parlor and begin to kabash, speaking nonsense tongues. Because some of the things we are hearing these things, if you hear what they call speaking in tongues, you will know that one. Read God, they talk to person, you go know. Nobody knows when they carry the art movie now. Then you are praying for God to come and flush this thing for you. See, this is the problem. That's why APC came in to Nigeria with this religion thing, and all of them become pastors. You see, governor of Akwa Ibom State is a pastor. You see, House of Rep members, senators, they are all pastors. You see imam, they are quoting Bible left, right, and center, upside down, holding crusade, holding all manner, Thanksgiving, everything to a market day like wicked. And at the end of the day, what did they get? They deceive you, right? Steal your money, thief your destiny, and that of your great grandchildren. And their children are graduating from Oxford University, and then you fools, you still go and sit in their comment section to be congratulating them when they are using your commonwealth to train their children. They will enslave you, and they will still enslave you for their own children. If you like, vote this nonsense come 2027. You will eat grass and stone as meat in his second term as a president of Nigeria. I'm very blunt here, and I'm feeling very, very annoyed with all these shenanigans. So the bishop is right to say that they are feeding Tinubu with wrong information. And Tinubu on his own supposed to know, but he cannot leave the bunker. He can't leave the bunker. He can't. He's so scared. He doesn't have credentials. He doesn't have what it takes to govern. So he can't leave. That's why he's just there inside, like somebody who is facing a terminal disease that they need to pamper every second. Come out. Go to the market, in fact, with all your security people, and go and find out what is going on. If they're not giving you they are saying that things are not going well. Go out. Go and find out by yourself. You must not send your ministers, and if they're not performing, you sack them. But since you are feeding in, like Danny Bola is saying, anything you said is Peter Obi. Anything you say is wrong. I leave you with this.